Self-doubt is something that can keep us from effectively making decisions, from reaching goals, and from engaging in important relationships. So if you find yourself really questioning yourself and your own abilities, keep on watching. Welcome to another video. For those of you who are new here, my name's Nena and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Here at this channel, we talk about everything having to do with personal growth and living our most awesome life possible. So if you aren't already a subscriber, go ahead and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected. So like I said, today we're talking all about self-doubt. And the interesting thing is that self-doubt is not the same as having low self-esteem. So it is entirely possible to have a very healthy self-esteem, but still suffer from self-doubt. Some ways that we may see this play out in our own life is when we're unable to give ourselves credit for things, or when we feel kind of like an imposter when we do good things, or when we're really unable to acknowledge our own talents and abilities. One of the biggest problems with self-doubt comes with making decisions, however. You may find that you feel that you're unable to make a decision, or you feel that you don't have enough information, or you're not smart enough, or you're not capable enough, but for whatever reason it is, you find yourself going around it again and again and again. It's that little voice in your head that constantly tells you that maybe you're making a mistake or maybe you're going about things in the wrong way. It's extremely annoying. It can be very destructive in your life, but luckily there is something you can do about it. Today we're going to talk about 6 different techniques that we can use to really reframe these thoughts and to get past self-doubt. So the first thing that we can do is to really notice when it's happening. So when we are experiencing self-doubt, if we can have a moment of self-awareness and to listen to it instead of reacting to it, we can really understand what it is that we're trying to tell ourselves. Then we have to do the next step, which is to question it. Is there any reason to believe that what our self-doubt is telling us has any validity whatsoever? We want to make ourselves offer proof for that if we feel that that is the case, and actually try to argue against it. So many of these thoughts, so much of self-doubt is simply habit. So if we can kind of break that habit and start to instead question all these thoughts, we can really get to the root of the problem. Number 3 is a huge one, and I know I say this one in many videos, but it is true in so many circumstances, and that is that we need to break the habit of comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy, and in this situation, it is also the thief of self-reliance. So of course, when we are comparing ourselves to other people, we are going to find things that we feel that we don't measure up to. But again, that's apples and oranges. We are different people with different life experiences and different goals and different personality types altogether. So we really can never compare our situation. And whenever we do that, again, we are going to feel that we are not measuring up. So if we can break that habit and remember that the only person we should ever be comparing ourselves to is ourselves, we're going to feel a lot more solid about our decisions because we're really only relying on ourselves and thinking about our own self. And number 4 goes hand in hand with that one, and that is to stop worrying about what the reactions of other people are going to be. So a lot of times when we are thinking that we are really questioning our own decisions, the reason is because we are scared of the reactions of other people. We are feeling that we are secure in the decision, but we're worried that other people won't feel the same way. And I can assure you, no matter what we do in our life, we will never get the approval of every single person. So there's always going to be people that don't like that decision, they don't like what you are doing, and so we simply can't live our life that way. It's going to make us freeze in our tracks and we won't be able to go forward. So we need to stop worrying about what anyone else is thinking because we can't control it, and no matter what we do, there's always going to be some potential negative reaction somewhere. So it's kind of a vicious cycle, but we have the power to stop it. So it comes down to remembering that our life is our business and only our lives to lead. And the last thing is to remember that we can correct as we go. So what I mean by that is that when we have a lot of self-doubt, we sometimes think that everything we're doing is a life or death decision, which is very rarely the case. Most likely we are making small things into big deals, first of all, but we fail to remember that if we kind of make a decision that we realize isn't the best, we can kind of auto-correct as we go. So we can shift and pivot as we need to make things work along a little better for us. We have to make some kind of step forward in life, so the best we can do is think about the knowledge and the insight and the feelings that we have about the situation right now. Work from there and adjust as we go. So remember also that nobody is perfect. We're going to make mistakes, and that is fine. We can't let our self-doubt or that fear keep us from living our best life. Know that you are in control of your life, you are enough, you are worthy, and you are fully capable of designing the perfect life for you. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like it, share it with someone else who may need to hear this message today, and definitely become a subscriber if you aren't one already, because we certainly want you to stay connected. I thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have an amazing day.